Good morning, everyone. I am teacher Jonathan Cornelio. Our topic for today is all about sociological basis of school-community partnership. At the end of the lesson, you will able to know the sociological and legal basis of school-community partnership and learn the different examples of school community partnership. The functionalist theory states that institutions must perform their respective functions for the stability of society. Other institutions must come in if one institution fails to do its part for the sake of society. So functionalist theory states that in every institution they must perform their responsibilities and function. For if one of them will not be able to perform or do their respective responsibilities, the system will become paralyzed. It takes a village to educate a child. In educating a child, community and the school were both involved in the life of a child, and they must do their best in raising the child to have best experience, education, and grow in a safe, healthy environment. The rearing of the child is the primary obligation of parents. The school, the church, and other social institutions come in to assist parents and families to fulfill their irreplaceable obligation. It is the primary obligation of the parent to raise a child. Community and the school were there to assist and fulfill the irreplaceable obligation of parents. Assist in the sense that they are there to take initiative support for the child's learning and development. The breakdown of marriages, the demand for both mother and father to meet the demands of a rising cost of living, resulting to less or practically no more time for parents to spend time with their children. Added to this is the increasing number of families composed of single mothers struggling to raise a family, with the burden of earning lost solely on the shoulders of one parent. Single parents struggle to earn enough to provide their families. This is not to mention the negative effect of uncontrolled and unregulated use of technology on the young. While the use of technology has brought a lot of convenience, its uncontrolled and unregulated use by the tech-savvy kids expose these kids to all sorts of information not necessarily favorable for their development. So, within this partnership, both of them were benefited, and if one will fail, will not able to function both of them were affected. Just like having broken family, which result weakening of the financial problem and affect the child's emotional growth, in which it will truly affect not just the community but also with the school. Legal basis for parents and community involvement. RA 9155 Governance of Basic Education Act Section 810 states that one of the responsibilities of school heads is establishing school community networks and encouraging the active participation of teachers, organizations, non-academic personnel of public schools, and parent-teachers community association. Section 3F on the same act encourages local initiatives for the improvement of schools and learning centers to provide the means by which improvements may be achieved and sustained. It is the within so when we say school heads are given an authority, accountability, responsibility to lead towards the national educational policies, plans, and standards, in which encourages local initiative for the school improvements to be achieved and sustained. Batas Pambansa 232 Education Act of 1982, Section 7. Every educational institution shall provide for the establishment of appropriate bodies through which the members of the educational community may discuss relevant issues and communicate information and suggestions for assistance and support of the school and for the promotion of their common interest. Representative from a subgroup of the educational committee shall set and participate in these bodies, the rules and procedures of which must be approved by them and duly published. So, each educational system must establish an integrated system of education. RA 8525 Adopt a School Program Act allows private entities to assist public school with their elementary, secondary, or tertiary in but not limited to the following areas: staff and faculty development for training and further education, construction of facilities, upgrading of existing facilities, provision of books, publications, and other instructional materials, modernization of instructional technologies. So, it is the policy that states to provide quality and relevant education to the Filipino youth and encourage private initiative to support public education. Philippine Education for All, or IFA 2015 plan, then a vision and a holistic program of reforms that aim to improve the quality of basic education for every Filipino by the end of 2015. States that schools shall continue to harness local resources and facilitate involvement of every sector of the community in the school improvement process. Our vision must be aggressive, more committed, not just involving government, non-government agencies, but all stakeholders. It aims to meet the learning needs of all children, youth, and adults by 2015. RA 9155 states that partnership between school and community ensures number one, educational programs, projects, and services take into account the interest of the community. Section 3D. The schools and learning centers reflect the value of the community by allowing teachers, learning facilitators, and other staff to have flexibility to serve the needs of all leaders. Then, number 3, local initiative for the improvement of schools and learning centers are encouraged, and the means by which these improvements may be achieved and sustained are provided. Section 3F. So schools and communities function better when they work as a team. So In RA 9155, it is said that the school and community must work as a team so that these goals or these visions will truly come true and achieve. So I have here examples of school community partnership. So feeding for one of that example is the feeding program, the Brigada Escuela, scholarship programs, parade for fiesta celebration, the coastal cleanup, mangrove planting, community service, giving vitamins underwarming led by the rural health unit, then projects donated by parents, LGUs, GPTCA, and school alumni and stakeholders. So that's all for today, and thank